Hey everyone, welcome to Watch It Paint It. In this video we're going to be unboxing this, but this is one of those more like, hey guys, have you heard of this product? Have you seen this product before? So a little disclaimer, this has been sent to us free of charge by Logan Graphics. It is a Foamwerks product. Now, I did a video on cutting and using foam or foam core. It's a better name, isn't it? The sheet of paper, the bit of foam, the sheet of paper, which I used to make an insert for Mine Trap, I think, an old game that I had, and it was a bit more popular than I expected. And you know, we're all painters here. You're probably quite creative. I'm a bit creative. It's nice to do, you know, something different in a while that's still creative. And this is a product I found for manipulating, working with, cutting foam core. So they've sent it in so we can have a look. I don't actually know 100% what is in this box because they make quite a few products, and I don't think they actually said exactly what was being sent. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so big. You guys can't see, but this carries on this far off this side. And again, the same on the other side. It's a huge long box. Hopefully more packaging. It's been taking up a lot of real estate in my office, so I wanted to crack this open and have a look what they've sent in. Luckily, it is a lot of space, so I'm about to regain a whole bunch of my office. Look at this. There's a booklet, creative projects. So it tells you some stuff to make using foam core. So it explains how to use the hole drill, the foam board straight bevel cutter, the foam board freestyle cutter. So as I mentioned, they make a whole bunch of these different cutters. It's all for manipulating foam core, and it's not necessarily in the area I'm thinking of using it, you know, for board game inserts. I've actually got quite a plan to make a board game using this. So I've got a couple of plans lined up. One's to make an entire game using a piece of foam board, and then the other things is usual inserts. Look at this dollhouse stuff. So this has so many uses. I did not even consider this, you know. I was just thinking we're a painting channel, we play board games, I'm making some inserts, and then I found a board game that you can make just using foam core and thought, yeah, I want to get involved in that. This is a whole bunch of ideas. A water wheel. Wow, absolutely fantastic. So this has got a whole range of applications outside of the little tiny world we live in. So let me know in the comments below if you've used foam core for anything else and what you could use it for. But also, bear in mind what the channel's about. Excuse me, just while I rip this. And do leave me some suggestions for board game inserts that you think would be very useful in improving the game and putting it away and setting it up, but also that are just quite easy to make. Like I'm not super sad. Oh, look at these. There's all sorts of tools. I might have to pause the video and go and look up what I think they've sent me their whole range. There is plenty in here, isn't there? Oh, sorry, these are all sort of off camera. You can't really see. Let me just pause, get it all onto the desk. BRB. Right, guys, I am back. I've had a little look through it. I've put some blades in, etc., etc. So the first thing to note is this isn't a messy instruction manual, by the way. This is a neat book with a piece of instruction pamphlet in. They look like they've sent the Deluxe kit. I think this is absolutely everything they do, minus a bunch of additional blades, I guess, but it's plenty. I'll show you what I've discovered. I've had a quick practice because I found the circle cutter not intuitive, but then I didn't read the instructions. Would anybody else have read the instructions? Because I'm not that way inclined. So I've had a little practice just to work out what's going on. I've got my cutting board out just in case, because they do have lots of size measurements, but I don't know what size this is. I think it's 5mm, and you know, chance of me not wrecking my desk is pretty slim. So the first thing, this is a hole cutter or a circle cutter. I guess it's more for circles. For what I'm going to be working on, I'm not quite sure what I'd need that for, but you can certainly make huge holes, I think up to about 6 inches or something. So let me just show you this. So you pop this, let's move everything back a little bit, that ruler's really heavy. Let's just pop this on here, somewhere flat, about here, and then I've wound it all the way up to the top, which means you can cut all the way back down. I'm going to just go nice and slow. Did you hear that? It started cutting. I'm going to go very slowly because I don't know how deep it needs to go, and I think it's going to rip it when it hits the chopping board underneath, cutting board. So it's getting harder. Let's just go nice and slow. Might speed this up in the post, just in case it does take me 30 minutes to cut one circle. I think you could be watching the measurement, the depth, so you know when to stop. But that involves bending over. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's getting quite hard now. Should we have a look? Basically, you get the gist there. Look at that. What a neat circle. Oh, I've not gone all the way through yet. Well, it's kind of better for it though, but you could see how neat that was going to be. Look at that. If you needed a hole cutting out, I don't think I could get it back in position. Oh no, that's not true. You can actually quite easily line that up. So let's see if I can finish it. Why not? Yeah, it's just got really hard then because it's hit my cutting mat. Let's have a look. Rewind a little bit, pull that out. Oh yeah, I was better off just going in a little bit gently, and I'd have been able to tap. Yeah, see, I was able to tap that out, wasn't I? So that's a little bit tricky to use, but that could be. It's not that hard to use. It's a pretty good circle. If I neaten that up, it's certainly better than I could do by hand. Not too bad. But as I said, let's not count this as so much a review as a, for you watching me use it for the very, very first time. That's cool though. But that, as I mentioned, for making board games, I'm not 100% sure if I need that so much. Big tokens though, you could slot them in, couldn't you? Let's move that out of the way because that's asking for me to cut myself. So this is the most obvious one, what this is for. This is a freestyle cutter. So one thing I noticed is all the blades are hidden away, and all of them actually hide them in quite unique, interesting ways. So it comes with two blades. Just get one out. Let's pop that one just back in there. I've put all the other blades in, so don't worry, you won't have to watch me for 30 minutes attaching blades. And you pop out this little screw, and that releases this, at which point, and this only goes in one way, so you can't get it wrong either, which I thought was pretty good. Very intuitive. Pop that in there, line that back up. And what this is a cover, so you can screw it in that position and be protected from the blade. You wouldn't be able to accidentally cut yourself, so you could store it like that. Then you move it back to this position to lock it in. Then you put this back in, and voila, you have a cutting blade. And then this is a freestyle one, so I'll just try and do it near the edge, just make sure we can all see. And you just put that in and push it forwards, and off I go. Well, that felt great. That was a lot grippier, a lot more easy to use than a knife. Look at that, and really, really clean cut. No dragging, so apologies. I blame myself. And I did too. Who knew? I was doing a lot of dragging with the circle cutter, but this, very crisp. So I think this is my inexperience, whereas I know how to use a knife. You've seen enough of the channel. So then, yeah, as I mentioned, let's just in fact do that before I cut a hole in my desk or worse, my hand. So you can just lock that away safely. And then that blade is tucked away, yeah, behind the plastic. We can put that to one side as well. Just a quick one because this gets it out of the way with some extra blades for that circle cutter that came in the kit. And then these are going to be more sort of useful for me. This is a hole cutter. There you go, it says hole drill. And it works really similar to the circle cutter, except it only does one size. And I guess I love that. I'm like, this is how it works. Let me work it out now on camera. But that was a cap that I just pulled off. Screw that back up to the top. Voila. So it has 3 different size cutters, and then just going to screw that down. I'm holding it really firmly in place. I don't know how firm I need to be. Take no chances. As I mentioned, it's very similar to that circle cutter, but it's just for small holes, isn't it, this one? Should we have a look if it's coming through? Because that's the, oh yeah, straight through. Look at that, very neat. So for me personally, tokens, I could glue a bunch of this together and just have token slots if I happen to have something that fits in there. That sort of thing. Otherwise, as I mentioned, there's loads of other uses for it. To get that out, you just press this popper. Whoa, you didn't see that, but went miles. Never to be seen again. Just wind that back down, put the cap back on, nice and safe. Again, mind that out of the way. Then next, what else do we have? Where to start? So somebody's going to have to tell me in the comments, what's a rabbit cutter? What is that? But so as I mentioned, the blades are hidden away, Really, really cool. This just pops off of here. I've done it already. They slide out of there, so you can lock them away safely or keep some spare blades in there. And then it says on it, push to cut. So with this one, the idea is you pop the foam core in, slide all the way along an edge, and that's going to cut out. I'm not sure I did it hard enough. Did I need to press it down on the table? Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so bear in mind, don't do it like I just did it. I couldn't get the pressure in the right place. But what that's done is it's cut out all the foam. Look at that. But it leaves you with the paper and a teeny tiny bit of foam. There's a little bit there. So that's going to allow you to get, I haven't got 2 pieces yet. I need to cut this in half. But you know, another piece and put it here. You're going to be able to make corners that glue together and fit more securely than balancing 2 pieces together and gluing it. I always use those. I use pins normally to pin it together while the glue sets. So that's going to just give you a better edge to glue with. So that's pretty straightforward to use. Next one, you've got a straight and bevel cutter. So again, blades were hidden away. Very cool. It's nice and away for safety. Then you can slide this. If I could do it, yeah, you can slide this down. Everything's got these depth charges. I don't know what they mean. Obviously, you should read the instructions, but let's guess it's like 5mm and 10mm foam core. So I'll lock that into position, and then that's gonna, let's just use this ruler, because why not? That's going to allow me to get this straight edge along here. Ooh, don't go too close to my desk. I think I've made that too big. That feels too big. Pardon me, guys. Let's judge it by eye. Something like, where does it say? It must say. I feel like somebody should have read the instructions, but where's the fun in that? This is way cooler playing with it. So yeah, that allows me to butt up against the ruler. Yep, yep. And press down. And away we go. I'm not going to cut all the way to the edge because I'm going to take a chunk out of my desk. But that was nice. Nice straight edge. Very nice along the ruler. Not quite straight because I was pressing on the table to start with, but then look, it went nice and straight. And then the other thing you can do is do sort of miter cutting with it. I'm just being careful because that blade's out and I don't want to slice myself. But you can switch this around and now it's a 45-degree angle cut, which if anyone does woodwork or has ever fitted a skirting board, you know, you're going to get some mitered edges. Let's see if I can, let's do it across so I don't slice my desk. Let's bring this into frame. So we've got a bit more space now to work with. And let's just cut along there and see if we can get a nice mitered edge. So look, it sits at an angle. Hopefully that's coming across nice. I'm going to use the ruler again. That's it. Much better with actual space. Oh, did I go deep enough? We'll find out. Deep enough for showing. Look at that, 45-degree angle cut. So again, that's just giving you more options. Oh no, I did kind of go deep enough so I needed about a tenth of a mil more to get a nice neat cut. But imagine you've got 2, now you can fit those together, give yourself a much better fitted, other than I rag this apart doing that, but you can see what I mean. There you go, that's a nice angle on it, isn't it? A nice 90-degree cut, which is going to make much better for the inserts. Look at that, I can't wait to do this with a bit of practice, get the blades at the levels they need. I guess that only just needed to be a smidge more, something like that. Should we try again? I feel like, I say, it's not a review. I'm not trying to show it off because I've never used it before. But I do want to give it a chance. You know, imagine you want something to be as easy as pie out of the box, don't you? Or I do. And I certainly never want to read the instructions. So I made it a teeny tiny bit longer. Oh, it's certainly harder this time because I think it's going into my cutting mat. Ooh, I got to that free. Do you see that? I got to that free cutting. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But yeah, look at that. Infinitely cleaner. Let's just break it off here, but imagine that bit was cut properly and nice clean cut. And again, just going to be able to make the, of course I got the end that I just pulled off. There we go. Really, really nice, clean, so you could glue that together, get a nice right angle. Love that one. That's going to be really handy. Let's again slide that blade out of hurting myself. What have we got left? What have we got left, eh? Not much of this. I should have got a nice bit of foam board as well. It's just a scrap I've been practicing stuff with over time. So they've also got these cutters. I don't know what they called this one. I think this is just a straight cutter. Again, I've tried to guess the depth, but it does have, where is it? It says underneath. It does tell you the depth. So I've gone, that's a 5, lined it up to 5, thinking it's 5 mil. Oh, this is inches on the bottom. Interesting. And then again, the blades are just stored away in the back. Very, very neat system. And you just, I'll show you on the other side, you just slide this forward, put a blade in, click that back on, lock it into position. I guess it's got 2 blades, depending which way you want it to cut. I'm cutting this way because I'm right-handed. And then it's got these cutouts here, and that's pretty cool because this ruler is double-sided. Oh, it's so heavy. It's like an actual real ruler with some weight to it. But this fits on here, on this, can you see it on this raised part here? So I'll show you here. I'll just click it in, and then and then you can push down when you're ready, and just it ain't gonna move because it's locked into the ruler. Yeah, look at that. I even guessed the right. Well, it's a lot easier to guess when it's got the millimeters, and I thought this was 5 mil. Very, very clean cut. You can see using this one a heck of a lot. That's great. That's a really nice tool. Really like that. That was a lot easier than using a knife like normal. And then the last one, they call this a V cutter. Look at this. I think it's some sort of murder death machine. Jeez. That is frightful. But this cuts you can sort of see, you can imagine it's going to cut a V groove into it. Anybody know what that's for? Because it's beyond me, guys. I've never done any woodwork, anything like that. Also, I completely missed the foam core. Can you see that? Nice. Where can I cut it? Let's try on this side. Oh, let's try sideways, where I've got some more space. Run out of space. I need a GoFundMe for some foam core. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to cut out a V. It's not going to do anything because that was nowhere near deep enough. So let's have a look. I set it to 3 mil. That did nothing. So you just wind this up or down. Let's get a 5. Let's just go big or go home. So it's on 5 mil now, but this is 5 mil. Let's see what happens. Lock it in. Whoosh. Nice. That's cool. I don't know what it's for, but that was really slick. Let's have a look. Bit of a wobble on the end as I run out of desk. But look, it's cut a nice V groove. I guess you could use it to like put things in. But also I just thought, surely you can just get, oh, look at that. And then maybe add some more glue, a different way of getting an angle. An angle this way. You can have that way. Don't know what for. You can have this way. I don't know what for. Are you supposed to use the bit you've cut out? Maybe. Look at that. You can make a bump. I don't know. I don't know. Apologies, guys. I don't know what that's for. Somebody's going to let me know in the comments. And the thing is, it's going to say in there. Just read it. I'm not going to because that's not as fun. That's it, guys. I like it. This is really, really nice. Everything was nice to grip. I'm not working at a great angle. I'm stood up with the camera in the way and everything. And that's my first ever time using it, but like it, as I said. Not really a review. Let's actually use it in anger and build something. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Can you think of a game that I've got that I could make a nice insert for? Let's start small, something tiny epic maybe. And furthermore, just ideas in general. What else could you make with this? I bet Sophie, as she grows older, you could do all sorts of cosplay. Anyone into cosplay? Could you make stuff with this? Make stuff for school, artwork, that sort of stuff? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope it was interesting to see something. I've never heard of this before, so I need to watch my own video, find out about this stuff. Thank you all. Cheers for watching.